So Mirabel lied.
Now, wow.
See, I always they talk and say the most poisonous liquid on the surface of this earth is a woman's tears.
I know one hear that. Okay, why they always
See-
this complicate things now? Which one be a woman tears?
Benjamin Mendy, Mason Greenwood, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar Jr., Karim Benzema, Frank Ribery, and above all, R. Kelly. You see, then let's go now to the Bible. John the Baptist. How in head they take come out?
That one day now, woman, but you know me say now every tears will come out from woman eyes be the wrong narrative. Sometimes they feel they talk the truth. You know understand?
I think the tears of a woman should be like a sense of a man to know that they are about to be manipulated. When a woman is not crying and she's talking to you, I think there's a lot of truth than when she's crying.
But do you know that a woman is like an emotional being,
Thank you. Women are so emotional.
and when they want to express themselves, they tend to want to cry.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they are lying.
Like that cry brings out the more explanation of what you're doing to them. You understand? No, we say
So
they
do you actually think that John the Baptist's head was just by I just won the head? You know, the Bible just put it and he just she and the daughter, Herodias and the daughter, requested for John the Baptist. Do you know the amount? See, a woman believes that as soon as she engages emotion by releasing that poisonous venom on the surface of this earth, some gullible men will lose their senses.
what you call them?
Gullible men. And usually, gullible men at that particular time, gullible men, they at the helm of affairs of that particular situation.
But women has powers, so don't.
The woman is very, very strong.
Of course.
Yes, and if a woman tell you, say, I go do you something. If you say, no, nothing happen. Maybe woman to woman, actually, if you know hold water, but you see, a woman tell man, say, I'll do you something. So out of the whole, look at Mirabel's video from the onset. Let's dive in now and analyze it properly. With my co-hosts them here, we be women. May know they like say, okay, yeah, because I be man, I want come crucify this girl. You see the way that girl they Kata they follow her nose, they come out. She they cry for VeryDarkMan.
About that girl, I don't even. I don't really understand her. I think she's demonized though.
Spirituality don't enter in.
I'm telling you the truth. She's demonized though. That girl, she's highly demonized. Because you know, go tell me say how person go dey just you know say this Facebook, this social media don't make some persons craze. Yeah.
How do you mean?
Social media has made some persons gone beyond things that you're not even supposed to do it. On the norms, you're not even supposed to do it. How you go set camera, put phone, begin to talk about somebody rape you? Why we say nobody rape you? Nobody come your house. I mean,
So why do you actually think she did it?
I think she did it for fame.
yeah. Money.
I think there is a bit of a mental issue. Maybe she's hallucinating or she hallucinated. Then she felt like it was happening real. Because if you see the process of investigation that very dark man had to follow up, you can't keep up with a lie to that extent if you did not believe like there is an iota of truth in it. You get? Because she was continuously trying to back up that claim that she was raped. So if you know that is a lie, why would you back it up like continuously? You understand what I mean? So I feel like she's having a mental issue.
Oh yeah, support. You know, it's women supporting women right now.
I don't really know what to do. See,
That babe.
for me, I feel say that social media money Facebook money they worry some people.
But there are other ways for her to get that fame. Why allegations?
See, they feel Facebook money will give you what you want in life. You know, go hustle, work.
So you mean that she actually lied because of likes and following?
If you tell
Now you know that if maybe this girl had a bestie and made this allegation, do you know by now that bestie is supposed to be for prison? Because VeryDarkMan go pound. Because for me, let me just tell my mind about VeryDarkMan. Since we VeryDarkMan stop to dey drink pure water, eh? In when his ability to discern reduce. Yes, now when VeryDarkMan dey that in room,
this
as you look you for face, you dey talk. Daki go tell you say you are lying. He go just ask you.
really?
Yes, he go ask you 1-2 questions before you know he go tell say this lady is lying. But I think a lot of things don't really happen. Maybe to her, maybe say he's now softer. Because for the lady to have led him to this point, for him not to have suspected, how person go rape you, carry face blade? You know, even to say carry nothing waste more. Put, he say, you know what the face blade is?
No. But let's talk about the rape. If a man they rape woman, you no need use any blade now. Normally, the manhood is enough to.
Yeah, maybe she dey try to, because she was saying that she's a maybe the place was stacked.
Waiting.
Maybe she dey try to say maybe the guy now look say everything to use enter this girl now na face blade when he use. I feel that since VeryDarkMan stopped using drinking pure water, I feel that pure water he was drinking was giving him more inspiration. You see, VeryDarkMan of that pure water era, if he asks you 2 questions, look you 2 times, he will tell you that you're lying. And it's true. I don't know what has happened to him that this girl had to pull him through this stuff before now coming to tell us that she used to mix one thing they call codeine with Sprite. We are not yet on that, but we are just talking about, like, I won't try to understand. I go talk him again. You see the way that girl was crying took VeryDarkMan off balance.
Exactly. And even when I got to find out about the video while watching it, I felt some type of way. I felt there was this anger inside me because I feel like a woman's house is supposed to be a safe space. So for someone to intrude into your privacy and rape and grape you there, there is this anger it brings out from this emotional anger it brings out from the audience. So that is why I felt like VeryDarkMan was a little bit emotional about it. If it was in a car on the road, I think he would have followed it up in a different way. But because of she said it was in her house.
You know, funny enough,
That's why I felt like maybe he did that.
okay, funny enough, when I saw that video where she made a confession that she was raped in her house, I no believe her. I no believe her because anybody this rape something, not they be just anyhow thing. If you be raped, really raped, the stigma no be here.
It would be difficult for you to come out.
It would be difficult for you to even come and talk with your mouth, say they rape you. Which mouth you won't take talk am? How you won't take put mouth talk am say
See, you get that point.
you were raped? So I think, she should be admitted.
She should admitted to the prison
Yeah.
or admitted to
no.
Yeah.
I think the correctional center made a check waiting the warrior.
correctional center is actually the prison now.
You did not say it get how you go take go, correctional center. Your head, your brain go set. Your brain go set.
Let's talk about the fact that she says she's using codeine with Sprite. That actually maybe made her to start hallucinating. If you look at, usually they use codeine. Usually they use codeine do cough syrup. Usually,
Mm-hmm.
And
But they don't stop.
we don't stop according now that actually stopped that. But I don't think that codeine alone will actually make this girl hallucinate to the point. And this girl acted Nollywood.
Pure Nollywood.
This girl act film like this. I say, yeah, Cynthia, they thought say very dark man. Very dark man shot all in guards down. As him just they listen to the girl, all in guards shot down. He just be like, because the girl carry better tears, enough poison from her eye, they come out. Very dark man just they swallow am, no even know. Now later, maybe after some time, don't chat. Maybe this girl feel they actually they know they talk through. So the girl is actually using. No be codeine. She's actually using.
So that means she's on high drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's actually using.
You're on a very
And I think
drugs.
it's her first time, because for her to start all this initial thing, because as somebody wonder you done for a long time, I think you will not be able to come and start letting the whole world. And I think maybe somebody pushed her into it, then maybe the person left, and all of a sudden
Definitely.
the brain started telling her what to do, cry. You know, so you get as you even take normal beer drink, you go start to dey cry.
Definitely. You know, say nothing person they do for this life, maybe say, you know, will get second for your side. Like somebody where they tip you, talk this, say this, say this, say this. It will go, say this. So I feel say somebody day where they give her this, you understand, where they think her, say talk this like, do this thing like this, do this like this, you will go.
So what's the person's gain?
I think the person just want to destroy her life.
My own annoyance is the way she followed up this lie.
My God.
Like
The girl
the
don't
way she followed up the lie, from every police visitation to the hospital,
even with the
to
blood.
to the blood. Like why?
Like when they talk, following and likes.
Honestly, I don't know what to say, but I think social media is really affecting some person.
You are putting it so much on social media,
Yeah,
Exactly what I'm
and I don't think it's so.
I'm gonna put it so much on social media because social media money, omo, it be like saying na blood money, oh, because some persons just want to make it in all means. They just want to make them.
But in the
Because-
end, you know, men are suffering.
How are men suffering?
actually yes.
Men are suffering. You know that this thing now is like I don't feel very okay about it. But this thing is just like men are actually suffering. Do you know that a guy can come out and tell you that he has been molested by a lady and it will not have such traction.
And do you know the question they will ask the guy? Didn't you enjoy it?
Simple.
Why?
That's just it.
Their children, male children, being groomed by women. Women old enough to be their mother. And when that child comes to tell you as an adult, you would not even blame the woman. You will blame the child. And questions like, didn't you enjoy it? How did you feel?
I be
Coming from an adult.
wetin dey dey enjoy.
I did do
Yes, men are suffering.
because all these
Because
stories,
it's not funny anymore.
all these stories now is just grape, abi, a man. She's not saying I was raped by a woman. He's a man. Who is the victim? VeryDarkMan has already started launching investigation to look for the man.
Yeah, yes, of course.
That's how another story came up where a one wife accused the husband of fingering his own daughter.
Chai.
And after some time, the police now found out. I think that lady is still in the police net or something.
Was a first.
Yes, and it has always been taking his rounds. That's why I will repeat myself again. Whenever a woman is explaining to you and starts pumping tears, there's something about explaining and just a drop just falls off. There's something about Oga, stand feet, poison don't they come out. Open your head. No, because it's just about bringing down the man. I called the names of some prominent footballers. When they were all broke, nobody told them that they raped anybody. R. Kelly has been singing all this while. Fame has already seen Ronaldo, Benzema, Greenwood, and everybody. As soon as they just see that fame comes, boom. They know that there's one thing that can bring you down. False accusation.
So I want to ask
Do you think that she's supposed to serve time for lying?
She not supposed because she not call anybody name. And when she call person name, now we go don't say yes.
The person is
This
pressing
one really
charges.
fuck up. So now this one now she must go to jail for that. So she didn't mention anybody's name. She just said tall, black, which is the spec of every woman. You understand? Every woman wants a tall, black, guy with six packs and
You see how smiley we cast the
But
as Cynthia the if the table turned,
exactly.
will women actually allow, will you people actually allow that guy to go? The fact is that this girl should be used as
As
a
an example.
scapegoat.
okay, but don't you think there are other things to do to her than sending her to
She
jail?
should be used as a scapegoat so that before you open your mouth as a lady and accuse anybody, physical, spiritual, for grape, you think twice.
I'm not trying to say what she did was right, but yeah, she didn't accuse anybody.
She did something that put the whole country
Yes.
off balance
Exactly.
and put a whole continent, Nigeria, under the watch of these humanitarian people. So these things happen in Nigeria. It's not even about calling somebody because they are international. This is the internet. People are actually looking at what you're doing. Now, they now say, these things happen in Nigeria. And already we know about the insecurity happening in Nigeria, the invasion of Trump and every other thing. Then you're now bringing another thing to put on us right here. You bring it, and you acted the girl, oh God. After her time in prison, they should employ her into one movie, but she's supposed to wash plate for hospital, like for like 2 3. No, it's not funny. So that before you stand up and lay claim,
Yeah.
everybody will know that this person knows the repercussion of what she's doing,
what
and I
she's
think
doing.
there's a lot of truth in it.
I think that's where Nigerian law comes in. We don't get law for this country.
No, we do.
We don't have
We do. No, we do have laws. You know what people that the people that feel that we don't have laws are people that live in the rural areas. You know, when you come out to civilized setting and do something that you usually go away with it in that your rural area. Maybe when you see one officer, you give him something in close mouth, you now come to a civil setting, you find yourself for prison.
True.
This girl must have said this thing in their villages. I beg you.
Because if they allow her go scot free, a lot of this will still
People
happen.
go on.
keep
Yes,
coming,
coming up.
right?
It will still happen.
True or false?
Because I cannot just start to imagine how she would just stay and cook up such lies.
What? In fact, I don't even understand what it.
So,
Girl, like,
I want to
just
ask,
something else.
because there is an evidence that she bleeded from her P area.
Private, okay.
So is it that she cut herself
It could be say she cut herself.
or
No,
what?
drugs has ways of affecting people. You know, when you're on high drugs, hey, this codeine that she's talking about is not just what she's taking. I mean, I think she's taking more of codeine that we don't know. Yes, more of codeine that we don't know, and that we know warrant her to cut herself. And I think I heard she's a lesbian. She does more of females.
So that means if she's a lesbian, I think maybe her supplier should be a female.
Wahala.
So, but
Because let me tell you why this thing is.
Sure.
Let me tell you why this thing is quiet. If it was a guy that was supplying her, she would have put this allegation.
On the guy.
Yeah. But it looks like according to allegedly she's a lesbian, so she don't look. This thing no go really hold a lot of water. So everybody she now said, and nobody, that I just lied. So whenever she finish serving her time, the drug don't come on in brain.
She can realize.
Yes, she will now
Yeah.
come and tell us who her supplier is.
But waiting this lesbian they how do they take enjoy?
I go ask him then.
yes, that's their sexual preference. But my question is, if her neighbors didn't come out to start making videos saying that there is no iota of truth in what she's saying, do you think she would have budged to start saying, it's a lie, yo, I'm having mental problem, or I've not been able to be sleeping well except I take alcohol. Because if you notice the time frame of these things occurring, she was still standing on she was raped until a video on TikTok, her neighbor said she was lying.
Hmm.
Because I think, I'm not sure, allegedly, the guy was around that Sunday and didn't see anybody come inside her room. So I feel like that was what made her to now, oh, let me tell the truth. They don't catch me. I cannot do
You don't
anything
trust.
again. So imagine if that video did not come up, or the neighbor did not have that zeal to
Na
make
mass
such
arrest.
video.
Na mass
She
arrest.
for still they lie, they go.
Mass arrest.
Now mass arrest.
Mass
They
arrest.
go just
That would have been the next thing.
arrest everybody where they did it.
And you think such woman should be roaming about with us? She needs to be in jail. Like she needs to serve time, like 20 years or
Yes.
15 years.
Yes, 15 years.
No, that I think that's where
You say it's too much.
no, yes, because as long as she no call anybody name,
Mm.
she should be may she just made a temper justice, to mercy, because she no call anybody name.
Man, they
See,
suffer.
once she call person name, it go dey different when she no call anybody name. So it was not specific. She just said a tall black guy. So
You know, for
more like
that kind of description,
it's dey like this.
na
Like,
me she dey refer to. If police now, tall black guy, police actually, if she did not confess and police wants to do an actual investigation, they will just come to the compound. Tall black guys. They begin to pick. Do you know, number one, they won't pick a female. They will not pick all those men. You will not check about. You will not first check their bailouts.
that one day.
Then they will not start interrogating them. You now look at the trauma it will bring to the parents of those guys. So she has to be scapegoated. Like, you need to use this girl, show ladies something.
I think this goes to the parents too.
Parents are late.
Yes, I know they are late. I'm just trying to
Are you sure?
emphasize it. Okay, how are we even sure that she's an orphan?
She said so.
Because if we feel life for this kind thing, how we want to say she be orphan? Do you understand? Now, this goes to the parents. I think it gets certain age where your daughter go reach. You go get talk some discussion, like discuss some things with her.
Like,
Like this rape of a thing, sexual intercourse, intimacy with a man. It did need full.
No.
I'm gonna see I'm saying they need full. It need full.
do you know that once a child reach the age of 18 to 20 years, the parents likely don't have a lot of decision. How am I going to use and put it? The parents don't decide what the child would want to make do of his or her life.
Omedalo.
I think
Omedalo.
But that's the truth. She's basically an adult.
I think there's an age for that.
There are parents that train their children well, and at the age of 18, 19, 20, they decide that that is not the way they want to live their life.
I don't.
They become promiscuous, they become liars, they become whatever they want to become. And will you now fault the parents that did a good job raising them? It's their decision. So if you decide that this is what I want to do, there should be a repercussion. That's what I think.
I feel say even even as I did like this now, the way that they bring me up, you see they speak. As in up to today. See, there's some certain things I don't do.
That's you.
There's some certain things I don't do. So I feel say it get age where picking go reach. Parents go get, they go come in, talk to them about this whole thing. So that they go know how they want to do and how they no good one. Do you understand?
That is you.
So
not other people.
I feel it's necessary.
Cynthia said something about 18 years. Who made that law that 18 years an African girl is an adult or an African boy is an adult?
That's legalized from 18 years.
It's
you
not
can serve time.
You can serve
From
time.
18 years, you're an adult.
Yes, you can serve time, but I still believe that you can't really make a lot of decisions on your own. If you check most houses, boys with the 18 years, girls with the 18 years, they still there with their parents.
That one day.
Now, you have your parents to blame because the foundation they laid for you is what is actually speaking for you. There are things you cannot do, not because you're afraid of doing it, but you just can't do it. There are things you cannot just raise your phone camera now and do. There are people that can come online, remove their clothes. But there are people, even if you give them any amount, they say
This
it's
one no
hard.
follow.
Even if they do it, they'll say this is hard. Not because anybody will beat them, it's just because of the foundation they were trained on. Where am I going to now is simple. Some children never reach to use phone. For me, I think the bedrock for any child to use a phone is maybe 20, depending on if you want to go to school, maybe if you want to go to the university, as soon as you're about to enter the university, they can get you a phone. Because most of these characters, these tendencies come from exposure of children who their minds are not actually strong enough to the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct because I told my son that you're not gonna use you're not gonna use an Android phone till you're 18. Yes. I get my reason. Because it's in social media and I want to be say it is spoil. There's negative, there's positive. So now you know what you want pick from them. Do you understand?
Is 18 the number or is the character or the maturity for you? Because most people are 18 and they're not mature enough. You get what I'm saying? Because she's saying 18. I know it's like a law, and usually we borrow this from the Europeans. But if you look at where these Europeans are coming from, a child at 18 in Europe, he don't get exposed to quite a lot. But coming down to Africa, you cannot really just equate 18 in Europe is 18 in Nigeria.
Can I say something?
I'm here.
You find out now that many of the year one students in most universities are under the age of 15, 16, 17.
Good.
And majority of them have not gotten to the age of 18. So, are you going to send them off to school without an Android phone because they have not gotten to the age of 18
Should I
to
respond?
protect them from the internet?
So if you've listened closely, the government has actually addressed that. If you want to write JAMB now, they ask you for, I think it's NIM. If you get to a certain age, if you're not up to a certain age, you can't write JAMB.
16 is
Yes,
the age.
you cannot write JAMB. Now, if you're 16 years and you're about to enter school, you can use a non-Android phone with a laptop.
So, what is an Android phone doing that a laptop cannot do?
Get where we are going to now. Now, you are doing your best as a parent to make sure that at this age, at this time of yours, you should not be exposed to this stuff. It doesn't mean that the child will not hide and do it too, because there's one thing I actually tell people. You don't get anybody where in parents sit down, teach them how to make love or have sex. Everybody just learned it from somewhere.
Everybody learned it from someone.
But not like your father sat down to tell you, your mother sat down to tell you.
They won't tell you about
Yeah,
it.
but the fact that you give her that Android phone and give her a laptop, she knows that my father does not want this. And she's now censoring herself.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay, but I feel 18 years. 18 years is enough to know what's good and bad. To get, then if you want to go to our parents, those years, and some of them got married at the age of 17, 18. Yes, minimum 18 years. So they know what's in this up now. You understand? So 18 years right now, I mean, you'll be adult to me, be teenage, and 18 years is enough for you to know what's good and what's bad.
This conversation now brings me back to the statements I made earlier. There are certain age you reach as an adult. Let me just say 18 because it's the legal age in Nigeria. The parents have little or no effort in what the child does. Because at 16, you write JAM, 17, you've gotten admission, you're in school. You can lie to your parents that you are anywhere. So do you think that because of the parents raised the child properly, that the child will not mess up in school? Or do you think that because of I raised my child properly, he no go join courts? So that particular time, it's your decision that counts. Your parents' upbringing will guide you. It's like a guidance, but it doesn't have, I don't know how to explain it, but it cannot still stop you from doing nonsense if you want to do nonsense.
Let me give this Mirabel's case now.
Okay.
Are you going to say that she wasn't raised properly? Because from the rumors or allegation that she started lesbianism from a very teenage age.
So do you think that she wasn't groomed? Or do you think that the parents in question will find out that, oh, my daughter is in such acts at that young age, and they would not caution the child or look for ways to help the child?
The resultant of any child's behavior, that's why I'm not really a religious person, but you see the Bible, you see the books written by Solomon, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes. You see those parts of it. If you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Look around now, children that they don't discipline these days, and look at yourself that you were beyond disciplined. At the point, most of us challenge the parenthood of our fathers. Well, at the point, they be like, this man, not really my papa. But now you are now grown to a point, and you now be like, no wonder my father was training me like this. But it's no more there because, okay, the social media age is there, the gaslighting is there, the toxic and every other adjective people used to throw away discipline. You get, people used to throw away discipline. So if that child has gotten into lesbianism and is doing such thing, the first place you point to is your home. She's not the only person that has an Android phone in that place.
Of course.
She's not the only female. Even she's not the only female that is even using. There are people there amongst her that are using, and they will still tell you, say, Adane, I can't put this thing online. I can't try this. Such manipulation is not something somebody just started from one place. This thing has way back. Do you know that children can manipulate their parents? Children,
Definitely.
baby, they will just you cry. They manipulate their mama. It only takes the mother to know that this child is actually manipulating me.
Can I say something?
I'm listening.
You know what? Sorry, Faith. There are some things that I have noticed when it comes to parents. You get some parents where they fear to talk to the children.
Okay.
True.
Not because what they are trying to say is not good, but because I don't know how my child will
react.
feel and will react when I say this. So this makes most of them, most of the children, as I like this, I have a son, and I think I'm always very open to him. If you do this, this is repercussion. No. If you do this, this is repercussion. Now you go use your head, carry am. I don't will carry am for you. So I think that this is what parents should do instead of having that fear of talking to your children.
Do you know that there is a way you're going to use and beat your child? Like, you call it discipline. And that child would just be comfortable. Like, they are used to that kind of environment. They would want to do that thing where they their mind. They go say, after all, na beating I go chop. Exactly.
That thing comes.
So I'm not saying that there is no iota of truth in what you're saying, but I feel like there are certain age as a child you would reach. It's self-discipline, like decisions that you would want to make that governs your steps or what you want to become in the nearest future. It's just your parents' training that guides you to be better. Maybe you want to do this bad thing now. when you remember say my mama no really train me like that, you push back.
Yeah.
But it's more of self-discipline. What you want for yourself. What do I want to achieve?
But do you know that in this whole story, let's keep Mirabel aside. Do you know in this whole story, the man is ultimately the victim. You know, there's this, let's leave this grape and all those ones aside. Let's now go down to things that are happening. A man will suffer, love his wife, decide to take them abroad. Take them maybe to the UK, the US, where they have laws that favor women. And then when the man gets there, all of a sudden, the woman starts with, maybe they say, okay, don't hit the woman. There are situations where the man never even touched the woman.
Before.
He did not hit the woman, and the woman actually called the police on him, and they actually relinquished the whole thing. For me, in this whole story, is about the mindset of a normal lady. A lady feels that I can victimize this man. I know, yes, it's a man's world, but a woman runs it. Take it to anywhere. It's a man's world.
It's a woman's word.
Wait. It's a man's
Men
world.
run it.
No. It's a man's
Take it
world.
that way.
No, it's a man's world though. But a woman runs it. Look at this Mirabel case. It took a woman to run this process. She used a man who owns the world to bring that thing to limelight.
That brings me to my question.
But she never mentioned
What
it.
is the
She mentioned
means of conveying this message? Social media. Do you know back in the days, if you're raped, there is a due process.
Yeah.
You go to the hospital,
Yeah.
you check yourself, and then you go to the police station and you write what do they used to call that stuff again?
Statement.
Statement. But now, somebody will just on a camera, start talking, start saying things. So I feel like social media too should be held accountable for spreading unnecessary rumors. Like it delays investigation, a proper investigation. It now brings more of emotions and unnecessary drama and banter. So I feel like social media has a hand in things like this, because where the police needs to do due process investigation, they go just carry the video like this, put online. Then women will have their own opinion, men will have their own opinion, and it's not raw facts. They are not talking from raw facts. They're not talking from evidence. They're not talking from the investigative aspects of it. They're talking from emotions, stirring up unnecessary drama. Because I think this would have been long died down if it was just a due investigative process.
Mark Zuckerberg money don't cause problem. It don't cause wahala. Everybody wants to be on top. That's the problem.
Everybody want to get paid.
Everybody wants to get paid. That's the problem.
Monetized.
Every account on Facebook also get they want to get monetized.
But the truth there is this, as we wrap up, the truth there is this. Facebook is not a lie detector. It still boils down to exposure to this device called Android and internet. When a parent tells you you're not up to the age to use this, it's not because they want to kill you. It's because there are things that, as you grow, there are things you're supposed to be exposed to per age. But now you see a 16-year-old, there are videos that have trended online now where a student and his math teacher, and these days, because you want likes and following, people make out with the cameras on. Children, they do that.
True.
Because you take a phone, you give to a child that doesn't know his left from his right.
Before you know, you go visit
Go
one.
visit one
website.
site, and the site is just there. It's not censored like DSTV that is okay. Your TV stations where you can censor where a child goes. This one, once you just go to Google, tap it,
Everything will show.
everything will show. Different style, different, like, before you know, the child will now start it from one way or the other. Before you know, okay, my daddy said, my parents said they don't want men to be visiting me. They begin to do their fellow ladies. The guys will say, our parents, they are religious people. They don't want ladies to follow us. Before you know it, men will start coming. They begin to do their fellow men because they saw it.
I'm also curious about something. You know, this Mirabel's case have stirred up a disadvantage
Lord.
for future rape victims to come out to express or say their audio. Do you think people would believe them and want to follow up like due process, or would want to give them an opportunity for investigation after finding out that after all the whole tears, the whole drama, the whole crying?
If somebody is truly raped and broken, it's not really easy for somebody to set a camera and start crying.
Definitely.
The person starts from a physical talk, maybe with a mentor. Something happened few months back about a pastor that has promised so many people marriages, impregnated some people. Those people could not talk. It was when an avenue came up, they said, okay, this thing happened to me. You see, when somebody rushes to a camera and be like, I was raped and all that, you first, you look at the audacity of that person. If you were really molested sexually, you won't have such courage. You will tell somebody, you will call a friend and tell somebody. It might now be with the assistance of somebody that will give you a lot more as a talker.
I highly disagree.
No, this is where I actually give it up to VeryDarkMan for doing a very great job, because he was able to detect the lies.
I highly
This whole scenario.
Do you know why? Because you know that saying, everybody grieves differently. You can't say that anybody that comes online and sets camera and talks about a rape ordeal would be lying. You can't say it like that.
Okay, let me know.
Because
99%.
not 99. Who made such calculation?
It's actually from what has been. You draw your inference from there. I'm not like, if you look at situations online now, tell me how many rape cases were actually true out of 10. Tell me how many were actually true and how many were actually false. Currently, in the last 2 months, we have 2 false. A man accusing the husband and Mirabel. What I'm saying in essence is this: such cases, such issues, if you're molested and you are broken, even outside grape, normal heartbreak where somebody go through, you need to talk to the person for the person to open up, say, this thing happened to me. The person can actually come to a setting and start crying, be like, what's actually happening? The person will tell you, don't worry. Those are people that actually detest that action. But for somebody to come out online and say, I was grieved, meaning that there's that form of, yes, maybe you were actually grieved, but I think you had an intention to bring that person down.
Okay, but
Social.
in the case of this Mirabel, I don't think that she was raped, because at her age, I feel as a girl at your early 20s, nobody feel rape you.
Yeah? No talk
Except now you just won't give in.
Explain. Go into detail. This one I never heard before. Just
Yes.
There is no
at
age
20.
rape cannot happen.
I just feel if you once you're in your early 20s, now you just want
let them happen.
Now you just want let am happen.
Nah.
Nobody
Disagree.
feel rape you.
Even at 40 self,
Why?
you get raped. What
At
are you
40,
saying?
somebody getting raped.
Yes.
So how can you say at 40 somebody gets?
Now you won't wear come on, mo.
How? No,
You
wait.
can get
You
raped
just
at
want to
40.
enjoy the moment.
Okay, let's understand what this word rape is.
And we'll conclude on this.
What is rape?
Yes, we'll conclude on this.
Let's understand the word, what rape is.
You know, rape comes in when maybe from your 12 years, to 14 years. Even what am I even saying? 14 years now, children still.
You're not
dey
still
carry belle.
understanding what rape is. Rape is a forceful sexual please help me out.
Kind of unconsensual.
Yes, something that two adults did not agree on.
That one day.
Let me give you an example.
Okay, I want to hear an example now.
You're in your 30s or late
My
20s,
30s.
right?
Late
Okay.
30s.
You book a boat now, and you're closing from work. Let me say 7, 8. You book a boat. You're going to somewhere like Elios, and the boat driver that came to pick you up diverted, pointed a gun to your head, and forcefully had his way with you. Will you say that you allowed it? What is that called?
If he asks me, I go tell you say he still get ways where I go take escape.
Na lie.
See, no.
Na lie.
No, not say na lie because
Okay.
not say na
My
lie because
Sir, calm,
Okay.
wait.
calm down.
Toto, wait. I'm
Calm
gonna
down.
say something
Make
to
sure
you.
you give an example. Let us analyze it properly. Like you got into a boat
Yes.
at gunpoint.
Yes.
You were robbed. You were robbed
Mm-hmm.
and raped.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it was a matter of life and
Life and death.
we are talking about this normal, and even at that point, let me tell you, even at this point, you will not even have the boldness to come out and say a boat driver carried you to so and so place and did something with.
Why won't you?
No, you will not.
There is no rape
Except-
that is normal.
No, no, there's no rape that is normal.
You will not
But
be able to
you
say it.
you will not want to
What
say
are
it
you
because
saying?
maybe you're coming from a point in life and people might want to doubt. Comment section can be very, 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 very toxic. Everybody will be like, come on, leave this person. The person who know what in go do. Usually, the reports on grapes are underaged. Somebody that is naive, usually. I understand where she's coming from. That when you are in your 20s, you cannot really say you were raped in a guy's house.
Can I say something? I go to a guy's house and probably for what they call Netflix and chill.
Cool.
They tag that Netflix and chill as sexual experiments, right? But the normal Netflix and chill is come to my house, let's watch movies, get to know each other and vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And I get there, I'm drugged and raped.
You were
That is forcefully.
raped.
He took advantage of me forcefully. So now, are you going to say because I went to the guy's house, it is no longer rape?
If you want to say something,
I bet no vex say you will carry your leg go man house for movie night. What do you expect?
What are you saying? I don't expect this to
you
come
expect?
from you.
on this particular note, we have come to the end of this episode of Unscripted Scoop Podcast. We actually addressed the issue of Mirabelle, and everything was actually a lie. We actually urge you to go to our social media handles, like, follow us, so that actually we can improve. We have other episodes in our YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, where we actually address issues like this. Also remember that this podcast is not a moral compass for anybody. We just talk about real situations and you actually make the changes you want by yourself. At the end of the day, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.